I fell in love with God when I discovered this love for me. I had a terrible past, but it picked me in my mess and turned my life around. And when I discovered that he had suddenly forgiven me all my sins, that made me love him the more. What kind of a God is this? I felt that I won't be able to live and survive this. But when I met Christ, he told me, I'm somebody you meet and clean up the mess. Initially, I was like, how will you clean this mess? This one is so big. Because there are some mess that could not be seen with the naked eyes. Mine was something you can see. But later I discovered actually there is no mess that God cannot deal with. And I will change it into message. The day I discovered that he had forgiven me all my sins, I fell at his feet and I promised him I was going to worship him, that I will worship him all the days of my life. Okay, I believe sharing my story, I'm fulfilling a covenant I had with God. When I was going through mess, I told him, if you will deliver me out of this mess, I'm going to tell everybody what you did for me. I said that. So every time I do it, I try to fulfill my part of the covenant. Then another reason, I know when you tell people true life story, it encourages them and make them know the kind of God we serve. That is a God that can do all things. Then I think another reason is that because I'm dead to the old life, there's nothing, a dead man does not cover himself up. It's the only reason why you'll be ashamed of what you did in the past is because you are not dead to the past. He has taken that sinful nature out of me. So I need to tell people that, especially people that are going through sin now, that God can help them. They can be forgiven and they can do away with that sin. So people just need to hear a real life story. And I know it pleases God when I tell people about him. That is demonstrating the kind of God he is. So nobody was born, he said, we were all born sinners. So you should be able to tell your past. It will show, okay, this is where I used to be, this was how I used to be, but now this is who I am, by the mercy and the grace of God. Anywhere you share testimony, God is always there. And wherever God is, there will be joy, there will be deliverance, there will be restoration, there will be hope. People will be comforted. It doesn't have to be somebody that had gone through what I've gone through. Whatever thing they are going through, or whatever thing they will go through, it will prepare them. I see beauty coming out of ashes. And wherever the word of the Lord is, there is power. There will be deliverance beyond what anybody. It's a life story they are hearing. They connect with you when they hear your story than any other thing. And I believe because we want to glorify God, his presence will be there. And there will be joy, there will be so many things we cannot even mention. I want to believe people will be set free. There will be celebration. People's name will be changed. People's stories will be changed. I wish I had this opportunity when I just became born again to hear this kind of story. It will make the days I went through pains. I wouldn't have gone through all those pains. They were just, I saw them as wasted time when you begin to cry. When you see somebody that God has done this for, he can do this for me. So it will bring strength from nowhere. People will become strengthened and they will have courage in the Lord and comfort again. And they will know that our God is real. Is real.
Where would I be if not for your grace? Carry